In my last video, we talked about the compelling case for warmer, healthier living environments to address our high asthma and allergy cases. Expanding on that argument, have a think about these questions. Firstly, how many New Zealanders in winter are holed up in living areas, scurrying to their bedrooms and bathrooms, trying to minimise the time spent in the colder parts of their house, and simply not enjoying it? Secondly, how many of us have a home with rooms or areas we don't frequently use? Can we build more efficiently, with flexible spaces and simpler forms? If we built a smaller home, but could not live and use the whole house year-round, and have no mould, drafts and limit noise, would this be preferable to a larger house in which we limit use to the heated areas in colder months? So, if you had a choice between a year-round, healthy, warm, comfortable, but slightly smaller home for a similar price to a larger minimum code home with drafts, large temperature fluctuations, requirements for heating and cooling, potential for mould, and higher noise levels, which would you choose? In very simple terms, the Passive House principle describes three main components, forming a tripod, to produce this controlled, comfortable, and healthy living environment. In other words, for the tripod to work, all three must be present. The first factor is airtightness. This allows the environment to be controlled. In other words, the air movement within the building envelope is controlled. This includes the avoidance of materials where thermal bridging occurs. Thermal bridging is simply another gateway for cold air to enter a building or warm air to escape through materials used in construction. The second factor is insulation. This maintains the air temperature within the envelope by reducing heat loss in colder months and unwanted heat gain in the warmer months. And lastly, ventilation. This system constantly replaces the stale air inside the building with fresh air from outside, with heat recovery to return the heat energy to the inside of the building. Windows are also an important consideration in the design, and we will talk more about this in future articles. You can view a 90-second video on Passive House construction on our website. It's easy to understand and visual. A question we often get asked is it affordable? So whilst there is a reasonable increased capital cost for an equivalent identical house, the actual impact needs to be viewed in terms of the benefits of a much better quality of life versus purely a business case. If quality of life, comfort and health are big considerations in other areas of life and investment, such as cars, furniture and education, then why is it not considered in our biggest asset, with arguably the largest effect on our lives? Of course, as already alluded to, that additional capital cost can be offset by reducing the building size and incorporating simpler forms, clever design and flexible spaces. Certified Passive House designers know the tricks of the trade to create a beautiful home suitable for your lifestyle whilst providing you the warmth and comfort most of us crave.